is exception, ain't no dub, ain't no L on my coupe. Only winning is exception on my coupe. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that.
Style, don't y'all? Nights like this, I wish I was with y'all. On my turf, roll out the she like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatiga. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly like mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I crashed. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up. Let me explain what I did.
did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from me. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could talk to. We're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing it so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them high. Not if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire. No season was that never be the same. You burn that if you jump into the fire.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
A man coming off back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Play clock at 5. We're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. Finding Harris over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
16 yards.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
2
yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
49-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Ashton Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Ravens have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 46. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Murray.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Ravens' 43-yard line.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
33-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Back to Taylor on first down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier. He's tackled.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. From the gun, it's Taylor. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The tackle by Denzel Perryman. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Logan. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Is a turnover on
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
The tackle by Denzel Perryman. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. A gain of 7. 1st down.
They'll run with Taylor. On 1st down, they go option to the right.
Taylor again the ball carrier.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. To throw is Murray. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCall Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver, and really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Murray. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided... take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The give is to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
You can fold it, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn. Can't relate, watch his skirt. After mud, after dirt.
Now it's Jackson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. This is Jones. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
25-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 15-yard line.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jones. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Jones, the ball carrier. 2nd
down and 3, ball on the 7.
7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
fights off the defender. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. This time, Jackson will throw it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They run with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards.
Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Taylor, the ball carrier. Xavier Howard on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Taylor again the ball carrier.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
11-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
Taylor.
And a first down.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He was brought down at the
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brought down at the
from the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
On downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Murray. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Murray to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Tonight's final score, Ravens.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.